So here's why I'm asking y'all. Look, I'm not asking just to be asking because I don't play. But bro, when you line up, what position you play? Linebacker. So who's trying to stop you from doing your job? Linemen. So when you look at those linemen, every time you see them, bro, I don't want you to see linemen. I want you to think about everybody that ain't gonna eat if they stop you. Who not gonna eat if they stop you, who's not gonna eat? Good, give me some names. So what I'm telling you, whoever my man is, if you just playing football, he might be able to stop you. If you playing for your mama. So I told you I was just where the other day, where I just came on the West Coast. What city did I tell you I went to? San Diego. Why did I tell you I went to San Diego? To buy a house. When I tell all my dudes in Detroit I'm buying a house in San Diego, what do they all say to me when I say I'm moving to San Diego? I'm moving out the hood. Yep, what else? Why? Because it's what? California is what? Expensive. So every time I tell somebody, they're like, you selling your crib in the D? I'm like, no, I ain't selling my crib. They said, I'm a pastor. Why would I sell my crib? I got to be here. So why are you going to California? Listen to me very closely. I just bought a house. I'm just going to tell you what the down payment was. Just to say you serious is probably more than what most humans make in a year. That was the down payment just to show, hold the house for me, I'm serious, until we can get you the rest. Somebody said, E, why would you do that? You can move anywhere. My girl got MS. And the one thing I know about MS, if it's too hot, inflammation, she can't walk. If it's too cold, inflammation, she can't move around. So when I looked for a house, y'all, I didn't look for a house. I wasn't looking for a house. I just told you, it was too hot, it was too cold, so what was I looking for? Perfect what? Weather. And perfect weather is where? San Diego. It's the best in the world. Somebody gonna tell me, E, to get a good house, you gotta start at 2-point-something million. Who cares? This is for Dee Dee. This is for the girl when I was homeless in a high school dropout who took a chance on me. This is the girl who father told me he ain't got a pot to piss in or a Windsor thought. He a thug. He's beneath you. Marry somebody who graduated from college. You don't want to deal with him. Her mom, how could you do this to me? I raised you in the church. You getting a kid that didn't even grow up in church. So I'm getting this crib for my girl. I don't care how much it costs. That's why I'm #1 in the world. I'm not better than Tony Robbins. I might not be. Tony might speak better than me. Tony Robbins and Zig Ziglar, they might speak better than me. They may be smarter than me. They may come from a better background than me. But guess what? Dee Dee got MS. You will not outgrind me. You won't outgrind me. You can be smarter than me. You won't outgrind me. I'll get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and do videos. I'll do a video at 3 o'clock. I'll do a video at 2 o'clock. I'm putting out so much doggone content, they can't keep up. They smarter than me. They better than me. I admit, I got a GED. I ain't the smartest person in the world, but I get up and do this for Dee Dee. I do this every day for Dee Dee. Because of what Dee Dee did for me. I do this for my kids. My daddy wasn't there. I do this for my family. You can't stop me. The reason why some of you can be stopped because you're doing it for yourself. And guess what happens when you get tired? When you grinding, grinding hurts. Grinding is a sacrifice. Grinding costs. When you're grinding and your body tell you hurt, when you're doing it for you, you stop. Yep, when you hurt, you stop. When you feel pain, you stop. When you tired, you stop. When you disappointed, you stop. When somebody get in your ear, you stop. And somebody get in your ear who ain't even here. Y'all got dudes in your ear that don't even play for this team. Y'all got people back at home in your ear that don't even play on this team. All right, let me stop, because some of y'all, for real, raise your hand. You got folks in your ear telling you stuff that you should be doing while you here, who not only don't play on the team, they don't even play football in D1. Let me see your hand real quick. Get them out your ear. Here's what I need you to do for me. I need you to get mama in your ear, sister in your ear, grandma in your ear, your community in your ear. Where's my man? He had my book. Where's he? Can I see that book real quick? I want to show you something real quick. Let me show y'all something real quick. All right, man, you can't hardly see it. Man, but you see this hat right here, right? This is white. Is this hat white? Nope, this hat is the Detroit Tiger hat. This is what I wear every time I do a book, because I'm from the D. So every time I do a book, I wear the Detroit hat. Why? So kids from the D, when they see the book, go, yo, if he could be a homeless person, if he could be a high school dropout, and he could do it, I could do it. So listen to me very closely. The grind, if you ain't doing it for somebody other than yourself, every time you get sick, every time you get hurt, every time you feel exhausted, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna quit. So write down real quick on that piece of paper for me, or take your phone out and write down the 3 people, 4 people you're doing it for. I want you to see it. I want you to put your grandma picture on the wall, in the locker room, in your bedroom, in your car, on your scooter, on your phone. I want you looking at your grandma every single day, because your grandma is going to motivate you in a way that nobody else can motivate you. All right, so let's make sure we're clear on that. So number 1, you can't grind to the highest level if you're doing it for yourself. All right, is that understood before we go to the next one? Is that clear? Is that clear? Good. Number 2, listen to me. We talked about it, but let me tell you something. When I want you to embrace the grind, all right? Embrace the grind. Y'all got to talk back to me, all right? On 3, 1, 2, 3, embrace the grind. 1, 2, 3.
Embrace the grind.
1, 2, 3.
Embrace.
Come on, 1, 2, 3. Embrace. Somebody tell me what embrace means. Yep. Good. So, a young lady called me and wanted me to speak at this conference called the Millions Conference. I was like, ooh, the millions? What's that all about? She's like, well, I empower women of color to see themselves as millionaires and help them to become their own CEOs. So I was like, all right, bet. Started praying about it. I came up with a message, right? Here's the message I came up. Anybody ever heard the story of Ruth? I know this is some crazy stuff. Anybody raise your hand, you heard the story of Ruth before, right? Crazy, right? So I'm reading the story of Ruth, and watch what happens. So there are two women, and this lady's like, look, my husband died, your husband's died, I ain't got no money, I'm going back to my homeland, y'all can leave. Right? This is what she's telling them, like, y'all can go. So both of them was like, yo, we ain't going nowhere. Like, we with you, girl. And then she was like, nope, I can't have no more children. I don't have nothing to give y'all. I'm just burnt out, right? So there was 2 of them. Listen to me very closely. Embrace the grind. Embrace the grind. There were 2 of them. One of them names was Oprah and the other one was Ruth. Like, there's no such thing of a book of Oprah. There's no such thing of that. But there is a book of Ruth. Are you hearing me? Now I need you to hear what I just said. There are 2 women. We only hear about one woman for a couple sentences. We don't hear about her no more. But then another woman, a whole book is named after her. Watch what happens. Go home and read it when you get a chance. The lady says for the 3rd time, go home. Don't stay with me. And one lady said, bet, peace, I'm out. The other one, it said, she clung to her. She embraced her and said, I ain't going nowhere, and don't you tell me to go nowhere again. I'm staying with you. Your God will be my God. Your people will be my people. And that's the embrace I'm talking about. I'm talking about the embrace where you embrace Texas A&M. This ain't about football no more. You embrace this program. You embrace what coach tells you to do. You do not fight what he's telling you to do. You embrace everything, even if you don't understand it, even if you ain't feeling it. All right, let's stop real quick. We gotta stop again. How many of you, when the coach or the coaching staff say something that you ain't really feeling, that you sometimes like, I ain't feeling it, and it shifts your attitude and it shifts your effort? Just be real. Let me see your hand. Just be real. Come on, be real. hands high. Don't be doing this. Everybody stunting coaches right now. Be real. Raise your hand high. So watch this. There's no way we're going to go 12-0, 15-0, and we're not embracing. Ruth said, I'm going to cling to you when you have absolutely nothing to give me. I'm going to give you. So where it starts is you give the world your free stuff. You give all your stuff out, and then the world, when you embrace the world and give out all your content for free, they told me, E, why are you giving your stuff out for free? I said, I'm giving it all away for free. I will embrace this gift. I'm going to give it to the world. And I woke up one day, I was doing D1 stuff. I woke up one day, I was doing the NFL. I woke up one day, I was doing the NBA. I woke up one day, guys, I'm getting paid to do commercials. I got a Wingstop commercial. This is how I knew I blew up. My grandma called me. Baby? I said, yes, Grandma. Is that you on the Wingstop commercial, baby? I said, yeah, that's me, Grandma. And I didn't even have to go in the studio. They took my stuff off YouTube and put my stuff on the commercial. The only thing they asked me to do is come to the studio and go, taste it. It's chicken. They said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, dip in the French fries. I'm like, what is this? And then at the end, I go, taste it. When I signed that check, it paid for my daughter to go to college. The same stuff I put out for free. Meek called me when he got, matter of fact, Meek didn't even call me. We was at the Super Bowl in Houston. I'm walking through the mall with my wife. I see Meek. Meek like, what up, E? I ain't never met Meek before, but Meek like, what up, E? I'm like, what up? Bruh, I fool with you, bruh. When I was in prison, bruh, You see what I'm saying? You just put the free stuff out. You make a commitment. You don't ask the other person to make a commitment. When you embrace something, I don't embrace it because you embrace it. I don't embrace it because you embrace it. I don't embrace it because you giving me something. I embrace it because as a man, I made a commitment. I signed my name on it. My name on the back of the jersey, my number. I made a commitment and I just put my stuff out. And Meek was like, yo, E, bruh, you got me through, bruh. Them dark, cold sales, E. I was just listening to your stuff over and over and over again. I'm like, that's what's up, young bro. That's what's up. Peace. A month later, I got a phone call. Hey, E, we want to sign a contract with you. I'm like, what's up? Me coming out with wins and losses, and he wants to open up his album with your stuff. I'm like, ooh, how much that cost? How much? What we get? He's like, don't worry about it. We'll give you a check, and every time it play. Can I be real? The reason why we can't get to 12-0, the reason why we 9-4, okay, let me say this, because it might have been like some gorillas or something y'all played last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be disrespectful, because I don't really know the game like that. The foe might have been like some King Kong, you know what I'm saying? Like unhuman dudes that came up off in this joint. It wasn't? Okay, okay, I didn't know, to help me out. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't watch the game like that, so I'm just thinking some like non-human dudes came here. Did we lose any at the crib? How many we lose at the crib out of this 4? Good, I love it. We only lost 1. Let's erase that. So at least we know one thing. We can get the zeros by not letting nobody come up off in this joint. Is that clear? Can we, come on, I said commitment. Can we at least to commit that we gonna protect this house? Can we commit to that? No, come on, don't play with me. Some of y'all still ain't talking. You still ain't committed. What you looking at? This about you. I get to leave. I ain't got to suit up. I didn't make the commitment. You made the commitment. You told coach that you was gonna come here and do X, Y, and Z. I didn't make the commitment. You made the commitment. You the one wearing the jersey. You walking through here seeing Hall of Famers. You eating like you going to the pros. All this say pros. All of this say pros. I told you 120%. Be honest. Who's giving 120%? You ain't got no more to give to this program. Let me see your hand. You have absolutely like, E, I don't got no more to give. Let me see your hand. Good. Who's saying I'm giving 100? I'm doing everything the coaching staff asked me to do, and I ain't questioning them. Good. All right, so let's go. Be honest. Don't play with me. 90, E, I'm giving about 90%. Let me see your hand. I'm giving about 90%. Don't look around for nobody else. If you're giving 90, you give it 90. I'm giving 80%. Let me see the 80%. I'm giving 80%. Good. Let me see the 70. I'm giving 70%. All right, so watch this. You just told me you're giving 80%. Let's do the math. You're giving 80%. Let's break this down. I got one more thing. I'm letting you go. How many of these games out of the 4 did you lose by less than 10?